Greetings, my lovelies. Hi, it's Emmy. Welcome back to another Emmy Eats. Today, I'll be eating another U.S. state, and it is Washington. For those of you unfamiliar with U.S. geography, Washington State is located on the west coast in the Pacific Northwest. Beautiful, beautiful state. So this package comes to me from a sister duo, Taylor and Sara. Thank you guys so much for sending me this package, and their sons, Avery and Lewis, and they sent me the sweetest little card. Look, we love you. Emmy, that's me. Super, super cute. And on the back, they included handprints of the boys who helped color these cards. Aren't they lovely? I love it. So Sara and Taylor also included some postcards. And this is Tacoma, a city just, I believe, south of Seattle. And here's downtown Tacoma. Here's Tacoma Narrows Bridge. Love it. Thank you guys so much. That's how this package arrived. Totally squashed and mangled. And everything was sticky because this juice leaked all over the place. It did not break, surprisingly. Sadly, the seal is broken on this, so I don't want to taste it. But isn't it beautiful? I want to share it with you anyways. But luckily, the seal on this did not break. And this is Rude Parrot Single IPA. I love me a good IPA. And let's give that a little pour. Whoa, I'm getting it everywhere. Why? Beautiful amber color. Smells great. Nice and hoppy. Cheers. That is a fruity IPA. It's quite bitter, as most IPAs are, lots of hops. It's got a fruity flavor to it. Aromas of fruit, not like flavored beers. I can't stand flavored beers. All right, I digress. A nice bitter bite, but not overly so. Fruity and a little bit floral. And quenching too. Nice. Now that I've started things off right, let's get to eating. Oh, and if you like these kinds of eating videos, be sure to subscribe. Look at this beautiful jar of honey. Anna's Wildflower Honey with Comb. It has a piece of honeycomb in it. I've actually never had honey with honeycomb in it. I've always wanted to, but never tried it. And someday, I hope to have my own apiary. Someday. I really want to raise bees. I just think they're just so beautiful. Okay. Again, I digress. So the ladies watch my videos. They know me well. They know I love honey on toast. So here is a slice of buttered toast. The butter has melted. I'm gonna have a piece with the honeycomb because this honeycomb is completely edible. Oh my gosh, look how decadent that is. Oh, yum, yum, yum. This comes from Kent, Washington. Itadakimasu. Winston, you're not welcome. Sweet and clovery. I'm just gonna have some plain honeycomb. Has a really nice chew to it. It finishes a little bit waxy, but decadently sweet and scrumptious. So good. And these are Tim's potato chips. They're extra thick and crunchy, which I love, but these come in dill pickle flavor. I lived for a short while in Portland, Oregon, and I love Tim's chips. I haven't had them in ages. They actually smell more like potato chips than dill pickle. See lots of dried dill. The chips look great. They are nice and thick. You can see a little bit of the skin on the outside. Love that. Those are actually really good. And I don't really like dill pickles, or pickles at all for that matter. I always take them off the hamburgers. Just don't like them. Really great pronounced potato flavor. Nice and fried and great thick crunch. And really dilly and vinegared. But it doesn't taste like that fake kind of pickled flavor. Much more like a salt and vinegar chip rather than just a dill pickle chip. Excellent. So while we're on the subject of chips, let's try these. And I love these chips. These are Hawaiian kettle style potato chips, sweet Maui onion. When I was a girl, I loved eating these chips. This was back when kettle style chips were not popular and ubiquitous. You could find them everywhere now, but back in the day, you couldn't. And these are awesome. Because the way it's branded, I always thought these came from Hawaii. But in actuality, the ladies tell me these are made in Washington. So similar to the Tim's chips, these are a much thicker cut. So good. They're like sour cream and onion, but like a million times better. They have a really great hard crunch and a great potato flavor. And they're oniony like sour cream and onion chips, but slightly sweet. I don't know if it's the sweetness, but something about these chips make them so addictive. delicious. So next I have some chocolates. 2 beautiful chocolates made by the Take Two Chocolate Company, Metropolitan Market in Seattle, Washington. And the lady sent me these because I know I love chocolate. Just look at this packaging. It's so charming. It's like a tuxedo. Goodbye, friend. I will miss you. It's very substantial. It's got a nice heft to it. That's really nice. There's little pieces of peppermint candy in there, so you get this really nice crunch. There is tons and tons of filling that's very buttery and smooth and full of minty flavor, and the whole thing is just enrobed in dark chocolate. As you're going through the smooth filling that's both minty and crunchy, it finishes with a little bit of salt. And I'm not sure if that's in the filling itself or if that's in the dark chocolate. Look at that. Hello, I'm back, but I'm only half the person I once was. All right, let's give this one a taste. Oh, salted caramel. The caramel is soft and chewy, but doesn't stick too badly to your teeth. And the outside is a glorious milk chocolate. And as soon as you put it on your mouth, before you even bite, you taste the salt. Scrumptious. Let's make this next. This is Mad Hat Tea Company, and this is called Anxietea. It's a botanical blend. It has St. John's wort, vinegar, valerian. Wow, so this might be pretty potent. All of these things are good for calming. I have to say I'm a pretty mellow person, but let's give this a go. I've got myself a cup with a tea strainer. I can see the hibiscus. Oh yes. And while we're waiting for that to steep, we'll taste some other things. I can't wait to tuck into these. These are smoked oysters. This is lemon pepper. I love oysters. I adore oysters. I just adore shellfish in general, but oysters are just, love them. Love them raw. I love them in all fashions. The ladies told me that I should have this with cream cheese and onion. So I have some crackers here with a little bit of cream cheese and green onion. So let's give this a crack. Oh yes. Oh, look how cute. These are like the perfect little canapes. So good. The creaminess of the cream cheese really cuts some of the strong, smoky flavors in the oyster, but makes it nice and rich. And then the onion gives it a little bit of freshness. Let's try one by itself. With the cream cheese, it was hard to kind of detect the lemon, but alone you can really taste the lemon and the pepper and the very strong smokiness of the oysters. And it has a really great texture. It's a little bit dry, kind of crumbly and rich, and there's a little bit of chew to it as well. Just delicious. Let's try this next. This is the smoked sockeye salmon. This comes from South Bend, Washington. Oh my gosh, look at that color. Look how vivid that salmon is. A bit like tuna fish with a little smoky essence. Flakes beautifully, nice and oily. Get back here, why? You're just going in my belly. Life is good. All right. All right, here we go. The smokiness is really pronounced. You taste it much more than you smell it. And it has a delicious kind of fishy flavor, a bit like tuna, but much richer. It's so good. Okay, I'm gonna have this for lunch. Oh, let's try our tea. All right, wow, look at the color of the tea. It has a beautiful pink, like watermelon color to it. It's probably from the hibiscus. It smells like chamomile. All right, let's give that a taste. Tastes like chamomile tea. It's not bitter at all. Herbal. Ooh, and it finishes with a bit of a peppermint in there as well. Very soothing and warm. I think this would be a great after dinner tea. Yum. To go along with my tea, let's try this. And this is Erin Baker's breakfast cookie. A double chocolate chunk, and it's baked with fresh whole grains. Sounds healthy. And it looks healthy too. Look at all the little nubbles and bumples in there. It smells chocolatey, a little cinnamony too. It has a really soft texture. Almost looks like a cake inside. And it tastes healthy. It definitely gives you that little bit of a sweetness if you're craving it. But it's really pulled back in terms of the amount of sugar and chocolate in there. It's much more like cake, with a little bit of kind of oatmeal bite to it. And it's not bad, but it's certainly not what I was expecting when I'm thinking double chocolate. Imagine if you took a bran muffin and you collided it with a chocolate cookie, you'd get something like this. Wholesome and healthy, but not exactly fudgy or dense and chocolatey sweet, which is great on occasion too, right? The lady sent me this. These are ice chips candies, and this is the classic licorice flavor. Not my favorite, but I shall give it a go. And it comes in a tin that looks just like an Altoids tin. This is made with xylitol, and it does not promote tooth decay because it does not allow bacteria to stick to your teeth. Oh, look at this! Isn't that great? I was expecting Altoid tablets, but they look like chips. Ice chips. It's not delicious. It tastes like anise, black licorice, which I don't care for. But now I can see why they call them ice chips. It gives you this icy kind of mentholated feeling. It does feel cool in your mouth as it melts. Kind of amazing. I like the sensation that it creates in your mouth. I do not like the flavor. It's very anisey and black licorice, black jelly bean flavor. Don't like that at all, but I do like the sensation of it. A Theo Fairtrade dark chocolate bar. Theo, which is short for theobromine, which is the active ingredient in chocolate that gives you all the little endorphins and happy bits. So happy in my book. The ladies know I like dark chocolate. Look at this. Oh, beautiful. I love it, with a little cocoa bean on it. Not overly sweet, and you get a really strong flavor of roasted cocoa beans in that. It does taste a little bit dilly, but because it was next to the dill chips. And really nice texture too, slightly crumbly and really nice melty mouthfeel. Thanks Taylor and Sara for sending me this beautiful package and giving me a little taste of Washington State. It was absolutely lovely, and thank you so much for taking the time to make me such beautiful cards and put this package together and sharing a little glimpse of your family with me. It was delightful. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys learned something. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I shall see you in my next video. Toodaloo. Take care. Bye. Come on, bad boy. Come on, honey. Oh, yeah. Hello, sweet pea.